So you eat ass, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
I start with the ass.
Eat ass first, ask questions later, or
Yeah.
never ask questions?
Just eat ass.
Just eat ass,
Just
bro.
get on your knees and get to it.
I'm here with a legend. I actually don't know you gotta tell me all your accomplishments. I know you're a Muay Thai world champion. You're a world-renowned kickboxing and Muay Thai coach at Victory MMA. What am I missing though?
Yeah, I'm a two-time world champion at Muay Thai, undefeated, 16-0. I started martial arts when I was 4 years old with judo, actually. Then I did karate for 4 or 5 years. Competed all over France with judo. And then I started, a little bit of boxing and kickboxing when I was 15. I moved to the United States when I was 19 years old. And that's when I just started training really seriously Muay Thai, competing as an amateur.
In Glory, there's no grappling.
No, there's not.
So all your judo didn't really get to translate at all?
Well, not necessarily for kickboxing, but then again, in Muay Thai, we have the clinch, right? And now judo, it's basically a lot of hip to hip. So when I'm here, those sweeps, just my balance and my strength from the inside transferred to Muay Thai 100%.
And maybe distance control? Maybe not.
Yeah. So some, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The grips are all different.
The only thing is I stopped when I was a purple belt, and so I was around 14 to 15. And I was just burned out. My dad, put me to do judo. He was a black belt when I was 4 years old, and I just did it with my, I got 3 brothers and sisters, and I just did it, and I kind of got burned out, and my parents got divorced, and at 14 in France, there's no drinking age, you start go out.
Sure.
And I missed my black belt, and I stopped judo completely.
You still time, bro?
Yeah, I still got time.
You're the oldest of 4?
Youngest.
Oh, you're the youngest of 4.
Yeah.
2 older brothers, 1 older sister. And they all did the martial arts thing too? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you guys were like a little force, little squad.
Yeah, but my brothers, they think they can fight. They can't fight.
You took it the furthest by far.
Yeah, they're not fighters. They come and support when I fought. They traveled with me a little bit, but other than that, they don't compete. I remember as a kid, I would get in street fights and then always grab guys and then do this. It came very naturally to me. But I would say for a beginner, again, it depends. Are we talking about self-defense or not?
Sure. Why don't we?
Because if I'm teaching a beginner, hey, I'm gonna teach you Muay Thai for self-defense, then I'm gonna teach you where to strike on the body, like what hurts. Like you have the sternum, we have the liver, we have the kidneys, stuff like that. Obviously, we got the balls, we got the head, but I'm not gonna tell, don't move, trust me.
Okay.
Drop this glove. I'm not gonna teach a beginner to
oh God.
Throw a head kick like this.
It's not
gonna happen, but here's what I can teach. I can teach you to just throw a push kick like this and maybe run away. Look at the body as far as like what can you hurt. You know what I mean? When I look at a body, I was like, this is a piece of chicken right here. I want to just boom, chop over and over. You know what I mean? Boom.
I'm not conditioned to any of this stuff.
Liver shot.
Liver.
So I would say look at the organs and know where to strike. You know what I mean? Especially for women, if you have a big dude, 200 pound that is covering, what is she gonna do?
Nada.
You know what I mean?
With the legs.
You go to the body or
the groin.
Exactly. So.
Do you coach MMA? Are you a striking coach for MMA?
Yeah, I teach. I've got some experience. I've done 5 years of jiu-jitsu. I've actually won a gold at Abu Dhabi tryouts a long time ago, 10 years ago. Yeah, I was a beast. I take no gi. I was always the guy at first, no technique, but I can sprawl out and just being really athletic. And at the time, I really thought I was going to go to MMA, but my career in Muay Thai just took off.
How old are you?
What do you think?
I think you're older
Did I mention it?
No, I think you're older than you look. Do you want me to guess really, or do you want me to be nice?
Yeah, guess really, you're man to man.
You look my age. I'm 34, but I think you're 40.
Oh shit!
Am I wrong?
40. I'm 38. I just turned 38 actually.
I guessed more. No, I don't think that. I think you actually.
Yeah,
you
look a little bit younger. Yeah, it depends if I got the beard.
I don't think anything bad. Because I'm scared of anything that I say to this man. I'm already in distance.
First, what we do is, we roll out, you get some nice thighs, you get some meaty thighs right here. And sometimes that's not necessarily a good thing because a lot of muscle can also if it's not conditioned, it can hurt more, right? So you got different targets within the leg, right? So within the leg, we have the tendon that attached right to the knee, right?
That would hurt.
So you got one right here.
Yeah.
Then you got the muscle belly right in the middle, and then you got on top by the hip flexor.
Okay.
And so now whenever you strike for a leg kick, there's different part of the shin bone that you want to use, right? Now, if you touch my shin bone, it really like more like here, because this is what we use. There you go. So I'm gonna give you like
Smooth.
a
I thought it was
baby
gonna
one.
be like rigid.
But so like the key right here is really to turn the knee in, right, and let the shin bone do the work. So from here, I'm stepping off the center line. I'm just gonna execute a low kick, and then you're gonna go on me like this.
I hate it. I hate this sport.
We call that virgin legs, right? So you're not conditioned, but you see the way I turn the knee into it.
I think so. It's all a blur. I'm like, I can't see anything right now.
You can try on me. So first,
So I'm
remember,
here,
yeah, you side
I'm
step
here,
off the center line.
off the center
and
line.
then basically imagine doing a rainbow.
With my
your
leg.
hip. You know,
Oh, my hip.
It's just like a, you know, like when you do the ropes, how do you say in English? Yeah, those conditioning ropes, and you're doing this. So imagine you're doing this, but with your leg, you go up and then you go down, right? Yeah, so right now you chamber in the kick. It's called you doing this.
I'm kicking
So
from
that-
the knee instead of the hip.
Right, exactly. It's not a roundhouse kick. Like a roundhouse kick,
Yeah.
let it through. Whatever is in the way, you want to try to break.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
That's it.
I choose grappling for a reason, bro. I'm so soft. All right.
You
So
fine. There you go, and swing that right arm. Yeah,
my left arm.
the right arm. As
Oh,
you,
like
as,
that?
As you swing the, there we go. You see, you kind of crouching yourself. You'll see on the video, you very like watch the way I'm gonna barely touch you, but like the way I open the body up. You see what I mean?
Yes.
With really a lot of force. Because imagine the femur right here.
Yeah.
You got that bone. I'm just trying to break that.
Yeah.
So that's the muscle belly, right? So this is called the roundhouse low kick. But now let's say you throw a jab, right? So you throw a jab. See, I can chop by the knee right here, and you see what happened? You balance. So what happened is boom, oh hey. I can go right away with a head kick or this to a punch to a knee, right? So there's a lot of.
I'm such a white belt.
Think of it as a damage.
Accumulated over time.
Exactly. So here's the feeling when this gets swollen and you go and you sit down. I don't sit down anymore in between rounds, but if you do, imagine your leg just kind of swelling up. So now you're fighting a power puncher, somebody really good, hands heavy. You don't want none of it. Just chop the leg because the power comes from the grounds up.
That's how Conor McGregor got taken.
Exactly.
out.
And then now all of a sudden you can't. It hurts to punch. It hurts to do anything. And then now you're playing with them. So instead of going low, boom, you throw the head kick, for example. That's how you can set up a head kick, a knockout, right? You focus on one target, and then all of a sudden you go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think it's so in the streets. Everyone's going for the one punch. Like you want to end it fast.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
the wrong
you know,
mentality to have.
I've been into a lot of street fights, and
How many?
to be honest,
I've had like 2.
really,
Dude.
Man. So when I first moved to the U.S., I was 19 years old. That was my worst fight, right? I was 19 years old. I went back for a Christmas break back home to France. Me, my best friend, and my sister, we go out to a nightclub. It's Christmas Eve on the 24th. We go out. Me and my best friend get into it with 2 guys, 2 against 2, no problem. All of a sudden, all his boys come out and just jumps us. And my sister's in the middle, and I see my own sister get dropped. So I see red, and I just grab this guy, bah, bah. And everybody is just like kicking me in the face. 7 teeth, 2 orbital bones broken.
You lost 7 teeth?
Yeah.
Those are fake?
Some pieces are fake. Broken nose, both of my orbital bones right here. But so on Christmas, I got both my eyes were shut, swollen. I was like this. So I've been in a nasty fights. Like one time I got a crowbar go through the shoulder. Yeah, I've been in a lot of street fights.
Have you been arrested?
No. No, I've never been arrested. I've been for one night, but that was
Dude,
it.
I told you, I've been in 2 fights. I got arrested once. I'm like,
For the fight?
for hurting someone.
Yeah, well, so that's the issue here in the U.S. I've been in a couple of street fights, but here also in the U.S. there's another culture, man. Like somebody can have a gun.
Yeah.
And I'm too old for this shit, man. I'm not trying to risk my career, my life. Now, like, look, if you're gonna disrespect me or you're gonna do something, I'm gonna be easy to find. But other than that, at my age now and with my confidence, I can walk away from a situation usually.
What's your love life like?
Good. Got a girlfriend. Been together for a while.
How long?
About 5 years now.
Oh yeah, that's getting there.
Yeah.
Are you gonna propose?
We shall see.
Have you ever explored like poly or anything like that, or it's all monogamy?
We don't have an open relationship.
But have you ever in like? Your
No,
history?
I've dated girls. So as I got older and I understand myself better as a man and what I want, it's not something I would necessarily be against with. You know, it really depends on the girls. But at the same time, when I was younger, I didn't really understand that. So I dated a couple girls that were bi, or you know what I mean. And I was kind of close about that. I was like, nah, because I don't want you to be out and then hanging out with your girlfriends. I don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Nowadays it's a little different. I'm perfectly happy where I am with my girlfriend. As we move on in our relationship, maybe to spice things up a little bit more. You know, but I've also had friends that had, you know, polygamous relationship, and eventually it's fun, you know, but I think it has to be a really, really amount of trust, mutual trust and communication. You know, and I feel like maybe are you into a relationship like that? Is that
yeah, I got a baby mama, she's my girlfriend, and we have a kid together.
And she knows everybody's cool?
Oh, we're not open.
Okay, so you have the same woman.
I was just seeing if you would invite me to your relationship.
For sex?
For anything. Just to hang out?
For coffee, yeah. I don't know if I will let you bang my girl though. I don't.
No, just you, bro.
Just watch?
I guess I didn't think this through.
Are you a wire?
I don't know yet. I think I'm growing.
I think we all kind of are, you know, as human beings. We're kind of like curious to see.
It's like a fight. I would stop and watch. You know,
I would too. I mean, if I saw a couple fucking, you know, somewhere, I'd be like, okay, you know, I don't.
Has fighting translated over to maybe picking up a girl, or maybe is sex or anything like that, and how?
A lot of girls are drawn by a man who has a lot of ambition, you know, who's driven by something, a passion. And so, you know, when you pull yourself in and out into a sport, you know, a lot of girls can appreciate that, you know what I mean? And then, you know, and then also fighting is, you know, it's a raw sport, it's really manly, you know, like, you know, the girl can have that sense of protection from you. And, you know, she's probably walking around like, yeah, my man can take any of you guys.
Tits their ass?
You know, I personally, I'm an ass guy compared to, you know, titties. And so for my 30th birthday, I decided, you know, with some of my friends and this company called Butt Snorkelers.
Butt Snorkelers.
So they do, you know, t-shirt and hats, and basically the hat shows, you know, an ass and a guy just diving in with a scuba.
Because he's not coming up for air.
Yeah, he's just nose in.
Death or dishonor.
Yeah, just look him up on IG too.
But what do you? So wait.
Butt Snorkelers. They're in Australia, New Zealand. You know, they're all around. They do parties around.
Are you getting paid?
No, I just bought I thought it was cool as fuck. I was like, I saw it like 2 weeks before my birthday. I was like, I need a hat, so I ordered a bunch of hats, communicated with like, you know, the guide, and it was cool.
So you eat ass, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
I start with the ass.
Eat ass first, ask questions later, or
Yeah.
never ask questions?
Just eat ass.
Just eat ass,
Just
bro.
get on your knees and get to it.
Have you ever had a girl like bait you into a fight, and then you're like, I know what you did?
Yeah. Actually, you know.
That's toxic. Yeah?
So yeah, it is toxic. It's you know, my woman wouldn't do that. If anything, my woman would be the first one to be like, yo.
It's
like,
a good one.
You know, yeah. Like she's like, you don't have time for this. You know, just. But I had girls in the past who like, you know, maybe we're drinking out and decide to be a little tipsy and then know who I am and what I do, and so, you know, they'll start talking shit to somebody or a guy, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, there's no need for that. Now you're putting me in trouble. Now I actually got to do something because this motherfucker is lit and he's about to either slap you, slap me, and he's calling his boys. Now I gotta neutralize the situation. So.
Do you still go out? Do you still like to?
You know, I would say, you know, I enjoy going out. You know, I'm a professional athlete, man. So for us, you know, it was always like, all right, we're in training camp. You know, we train really hard, and then we just party really hard.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have a 1 or 2 week, or I'm off. I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want. Then, you know, it's kind of like this. It's kind of that routine. Everything I do in my life is pretty extreme. Just by being a professional athlete, you know what I mean? When I drink or I party, I can go pretty hard.
Yeah.
And then I can be cool. You know, I don't have an addictive personality where I get too much hooked on alcohol or drugs or anything like that. You know, except training and sex, that would be like the only thing I would say. But
yeah. What is God?
What is God?
Yeah.
For me, or?
Yeah, of course.
For me, well, I was raised, you know, Catholic. So, you know, I went to a Catholic school in France. Nurses fucking whipped me with a ruler. You know, I did it all. I did my communion and all this. So for me, God is a higher power. It's somebody that, you know, it's faith. It's somebody I believe in. I'm not necessarily religious anymore. Kind of practice Buddhism.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean the philosophy, at least, you know, simple life and and
So
stuff like
this
that.
higher power, can you interact with it? Is there a way to like talk?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you have any practices where you do that?
So I have, I have this little shrine that you'll find in Thailand,
Yeah.
and I have a little Buddha, and I do my incense, and I got I offer Buddha, flowers and fruits and water and rice and stuff like that, and I'll do my prayer, and I just pray for my health and my students' health, and if we go into war, if we have a fight that night, for example, I'll pray for them, and so I interact with a higher power that is not necessarily visible, right? It's a type of meditation. I stay quiet. I just, in my thoughts, I try to stay still. I try to stay grounded. So, you have to have some kind of faith, I think, as an athlete, something to believe on. Because when times are hard, and you don't have a good support group, and fighting is a very lonely sport, man. It's just like...
I mean, you're literally alone in the ring, for example.
It takes a village to build a fighter, they say, which is true, but at the same time, it's nobody fucking stepping in the ring for you.
Definitely.
Whenever you step in that ring, that is it. And you got the big lights and the camera on you, that shit is real.
Okay, man. This was epic. You're an amazing coach, I can already
Appreciate
tell.
you, man.
I feel on fire.
I appreciate that.
Dude, today we were rolling with the legend, Coach Mike. Mike Lemaire. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.